Howdy, folks, and welcome to another episode of Inside RIC Athletics. I'm Cody Chalifoux, and I hope everyone had a fun break. This is our first show back from the holiday season, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. It's Jeniyah Jones, the women's basketball team. Jeniyah, thanks so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me, Cody.
Right, and so you, first off, let's talk. How was your break? Did you enjoy it? What was some of the holiday festivities around the Jones household?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Just being off,
Right.
no school, my mind didn't have to do much, I enjoyed it. We don't do anything really special, just being around family is enough for me, so.
Right, good. So I'm glad you enjoyed your break, but it didn't take long for you guys to get right back into things. Originally, you guys were supposed to go to Florida with the whole Southwest fiasco that went around. Your guys' flights ended up getting canceled. You guys kind of scrounge up a few games, which you did play at Russell Sage. What was kind of you heard the reaction, hey, we're actually not going to Florida. So what was that as a player's perspective? We talked with Coach Cosgrove a couple days ago about it, but what were you guys thinking when you were told, hey, we're not going to Florida, but then, hey, we also found these two games that we're going to go play?
Yeah, it was a little upsetting at first. We were all excited to go to Florida, but I think the main thing of it was we just wanted to play in a different atmosphere, so getting other games and traveling was still, something that we all just wanted to do and we're looking forward to, so it wasn't that much of an upset.
Yeah, it's a little bit colder in Albany than it is Florida, especially this time of the year. I would have been a little upset about that. But as a leader of this team, you've been in a fixture in the lineup for the past couple of years. You're a senior now, and when you hear that news, I know you guys are the COVID generation. You've gone through tough things before, so was this kind of just like a no sweat off your back? Plans change, and how, as a leader, did you kind of take your group and be like, all right, just focus our plan somewhere different?
Yeah, I think, like I said, the main thing about it was everybody just wanted to go play in a different atmosphere. It wasn't really about the traveling. Florida's, a great location, but we all just wanted to play somewhere different, play new teams. And I think going to New York, I think everybody just had the same mindset of, at least we're here, we got something. We still want to just play and play how we play.
Right, and you enjoyed the trip. You had some of your best games of the season against two really good teams in Russell Sage and was it Bates, I believe. And you had some really good games that earned you a NUBA second team all week selection. So what was kind of the mindset going into those games, and how were you able to perform kind of the best we've seen you play all year?
Mindset was just go in and play basketball, Like I said, we were all very excited to play in new location and everything, and I think obviously a little upset without going Florida. We wanted to just take the opportunity and just, come out and show them what we can do.
All right. I think my favorite part of watching you guys play the last 2 years is anyone can go off any given day.
Yeah.
You've seen games where you've taken the scoring, bulk. You've seen Izzy this year really put things together. Ange the last couple of years been a very consistent player. Tony as well can go off for 30 if you let her get hot. And it's, as a team, trying to defend that. You never really know. You might, lock up the first two options that you had in scouting, but then the other two options that you are saying, well, we'll let them beat you. Well, they do beat you guys, and guys are on this big winning streak. And how much as someone who's been around this team, how much credit do you give to everyone just being prepared for any given situation?
Oh, I give a lot of credit to that because it is very hard, especially, some people don't touch the floor as much and they're still ready to go even in that given moment of time. Anytime they're just like ready to go. So I do give a lot of credit to them. I give a lot of credit to Coach for being patient and, just working with all of us. And, yeah, it does take a lot. But
yeah, you guys finished up your out-of-conference schedule this past weekend, win against Emerson. Now you guys are all conference the rest of the way. Right now you're 5-0 in conference. You've had 3 straight years where you've been the top dogs, and you're looking to three-peat this year. That's kind of been everyone's really grinding for that third championship. But you have a few games to get out of the way first. So does that intensity kind of pick up now that every game matters a little bit more, just because one false step, and that's the difference between a 1 seed or a 2 seed, or playing a championship game in the Murray Center versus on the road?
Yeah, we take every game seriously.
Right.
So, yeah, it is. We just got to keep the intensity, and we know our potential, and we just try to play as much as we can up to that potential, even more. We might even try to, just practice even better, get everything down to the basics, and just dominate.
Yeah, no, I mean, sitting on the sideline, I know Coach Cosgrove keeps every game like it's a championship game. We're gonna have to give Scott an earmuff, so she yells a lot. But obviously you guys are very well coached, and that's implied with your record and how well you guys are playing as a team. And just get a little know about Jeniyah Jones a little bit. You're a justice studies major, criminal justice major in that field. What was the decision to major in that, and what are your outlooks now that you're a senior? You're kind of looking on the way out pretty soon, whether if it's not this year, then it's next year. What are you looking to do with that?
So originally I wanted to do like forensic science type of thing, and they didn't really have that major or anything field of study here, and I kind of shifted to criminal justice because I got put into it, and it was just very interesting, and I was learning a lot of like criminal knowledge and everything, and a lot of like law knowledge too, but also the fact of social justice issues I wanted to focus on more. And then I kind of got into the idea of advocating for minorities in the prison system, so that's when I kind of just grew my interest and wanted to expand more into that field. So
that's awesome. That's pretty awesome. So before we get you out of here, Jeniyah, I know you're a bit busy lass. You got things to do. We play a game here on Inside RIC Athletics. It's called Vibe Check.
Okay.
All right, so here's the game. You a big music girl.
Yeah.
Like yourself some music. Is there one genre that you cannot stand?
Country.
Country. Yeah. The youths don't like the country a lot. Another question: who on your team has the best music taste? Do you think, other than yourself?
Best music taste. That is tough.
I'm sure you spend a lot of time with everybody.
It's a big variety. I would say Ange.
Ange is the best. All right.
Yeah.
So now,
that in my personal,
your humble
interest.
opinion.
Yes.
And we're gonna throw someone on the bus who has the worst music taste in your. Who do you dread when they get to connect to the speaker, or you're on the bus and they start playing their stuff?
Man, I don't know. That's hard. I feel like I don't really let the people that I talk to on the bus.
All right, well, if you don't get to play your music on the bus, then there's a hint. It might be you. So, Jeniyah, here's how we're going to do it. My favorite genre is shuffle. Let me tell you what I got going on. In my songs play on Spotify, I have 7,675 songs on my phone.
Wow, okay.
I like a lot of stuff. So here's how the game's going to work. I'm going to shuffle and then play the first 5 songs that come up. The only time I get to skip if it's an inappropriate title. It's a family show at the end of the day. You know how it be. You know how it go. So then at the end of that, me and you are on a cross-country road trip. You tell me if I'm able to have the aux or if you're going to take privileges away from me. Now, Jeniyah, you have to be brutally honest with me. If
of course.
you don't like it, then you tell me no.
Okay.
I will say I am 10 for 10.
Okay.
So far. I mean, I'm not too much older than you guys, so I'm sure we grew up listening to the same thing. So the first song that I had playing when I was setting this up is actually a Blake Shelton song. It is a country song. So already we're starting off tough. So here we go, Jeniyah. And if you don't know the song, I'll put it to your ear. You can listen to it for a couple seconds.
Okay.
The first song is Jump Around by House of Pain.
Okay.
All right, you know that one?
Yeah.
You got it? I think you have to know. I think everyone, by law, has to know that one. You're a criminal justice major. You can tell me if that's true or not. Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash. This is an
Don't really know that song.
old school kind of rock song. So that's the Should I Stay or Should I Go?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it, but in the car ride,
right,
not.
so at the end you're going to tell me just overall vibes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here's a reggae song for you, Survivor by Beanie Man and Mario C. You a reggae kind of gal?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's some Beanie Man for you. Grew up on Beanie Man. Every Season, Roddy Ricch.
Okay, yeah.
My personal favorite Roddy Ricch song.
Really?
I like it.
Okay.
You're balling out every season, man. And the last one is Mission by Dave East featuring Josie.
Love Dave East.
Jazzy, whatever it is.
Josie.
All right. So that's 5, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Jeniyah, vibe check. Do I pass it?
You do pass it, yeah. I like the shuffle. I like the mix of it.
I think people at home are going to start thinking I'm, rigging this.
It's not rigged.
It's not rigged. She had no idea this was happening until right second ago because I'm a terrible interviewer. Forgot to let her know that we're going to do this. But, Jeniyah, thank you so much for sitting down with me, and good luck the rest of the way, all right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. Make sure to go over to goanchorman.com for everything Rhode Island College Athletics. There, you can find a varsity schedule so you can pick out what games you want to watch at home with a link to the broadcast there, what games you want to come out and see in person, and we'll see you there. Also, there is a broadcast link that goes right to our YouTube channel, which has all of these Inside RIC Athletics archives. So if you want to watch the first one, if you want to watch the next one, you can go to YouTube, like, subscribe, get notified when those goes up. If you want to watch these live, make sure to check into the broadcast where a lot of these episodes are aired for the first time during halftime of whatever event we are doing. Also, don't forget, Rhode Island College has a radio show that airs every Friday from 4:30 to 5 o'clock on 790 The Score, anchored in athletics. Make sure to check that out. George Bishel, our host, has been doing a fantastic job. More interviews with players, more interviews with coaching, and also more interviews with staff around Rhode Island College. And there on goanchorman.com is also an archived list to watch all those that you've maybe missed or any of the future. So thank you so much. I've been Cody Chalifoux. Have a wonderful rest of your day.